Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 17 of my Terraria series. And in this episode, I plan on doing some finishing up stuff before I make the transition over to hard mode. But before I do the buildings and whatnot, there are a couple things I wanted to take care of. Namely, I need some thread, and I think I need one more of these silk because I'm going to make some outfits. The heroes set, because I want to have all the things, and the tuxedo. And I will take the tuxedo and also use the top hat to make the ensemble complete. And doink the star. Alright. Oh, I guess I should mention, while I was digging around and doing some other stuff, I managed to complete the ancient cobalt set. It's not really all that much. Let's see here. It's 15 total defense. It does increase your mana by 60 total and increase critical strike chance. Let's see what it has for the set bonus. 16% reduced mana usage. So I guess it's sort of similar to the jungle outfit, but a little bit less overall. But I have the whole set, so that's where it's going to be kept, on a nice little mannequin out of the way. Speaking of mannequin, I do need 2 more. And I'll just go ahead and put these guys here and there. And we have, I guess that's supposed to be Link. And a tuxedo with a top hat. There we go. But I have been doing a pretty fair bunch of digging around recently over to the east in the jungle area because I wanted to see if I could get some more of those beehives knocked out. And I found a few, not a whole lot, but I found a few. However, there is one thing that I found while... Whoops. A message popped up. There is one thing that I found while I was doing my digging around that I was not aware of. And I will show that to you in just a moment after I put away everything I don't need. And make sure I've got everything. Alright. First, let me come all the way up to the top here so I can get a little bit better of a distance. And I'm going to run over here, pop out my torch so you can see me. That cloud, or that 3 cloud in a balloon thing, that is awesome. That and the lightning boots all combined to make it so I can go really far, really fast. This is almost as good as wings. Almost. Which I can't wait to get some wings. Which means, by the way, that I need to set up some artificial biomes or some houses in the actual biomes, because there are some things that you can only get from the NPCs when they are in specific locations. So I'm going to need to take care of that. I still haven't gotten the unlucky yarn, unfortunately. I'm still trying. Every time I get enough tattered cloth, I make a goblin invasion. And every blood moon, I just stand at my little mob grinder arena thingy. Meteor impact there. I've gotten all manner of rotten eggs and several outfits and several paintings, but still no unlucky yarn, no pet cat, which is a sad thing. I really do hope I can get one of those before the end of the season. That would be very nice. Basically, what I did over here, this is where I came up from an underground excursion before. But what I did was, you can see on the mini-map here, there are a whole bunch of little vertical shafts. And I started at one end of the jungle and came all the way to the other end. And... ooh, a crow. Basically, I just dug straight down. However, at one point, I discovered something odd. And I'm going to fall down here and show it to you, because I was not aware of this, and it's interesting. I will say it's interesting. And apparently it's something that you can't do anything with until you make it to hard mode. So right now it's just sitting there, but it's all the way down into the lava. And here we are. Hey, leave me alone. This thing that I'm on is apparently what's called a lizard temple. And at the bottom of it, somewhere over this way, leave me alone, there is a room. If I can find it. Can't seem to find it right now. Wait, there it is. Kind of hard to spot, but there is a room right up there that is apparently the boss room. And this whole temple, I've run across the bottom of it here, and I'll come back up this side. Whoops. Hey, there we go. Get some more light. Actually, let's use this. There's a torch. Come on. You can see how big this is on the mini-map, too. It's pretty sizable. It's not like the size of the dungeon, but it's pretty big. And there is a door right over here that seems to require a key to get in. And my guess is that key is hard mode. Now, I can't dig this stuff. I've tried and tried. I even went on to one of my older maps and grabbed the Hamdrax, which is now called the Drax, and brought it in here to see if I could dig it with that, and I can't even dig it with that, so I don't know if I can actually build anything out of it. But if I stand here for too long, it'll start spawning the mobs that belong in here, and they are really hard to kill, and they hit like a truck. But there's a door here behind the lava. So what I'm going to have to do is bucket all of this out and put it somewhere. That way I can get to it later. But it looks like there's a keyhole there, and I can't open it. I jumped into lava and tried to open it, but it won't open. So obviously there's some sort of key involved with this. And right inside, it looks like there's a pressure plate. So I bet this has traps everywhere in it. But this is a new thing to me. This is neat. So, but while I was... oh, here's one of the... oh, no, that's just a regular skeleton. Never mind. One of the things that I accomplished while doing my digging around down here, and you can see this goes all the way down again, I managed to find... I forgot what they're called. Or lava charms. Oh, and I also got a crimson rod from breaking another one of those orb things. But the lava charm apparently is used as a material in something. I haven't looked it up yet. I did find a bunch more of those beehives, and I got 2 hats and 2 leggings total. I still don't have the shirt piece, so I'm gonna have to summon a one of the queen bees using the recipe for whatever that thing is that uses the crisp honeycomb. But I have been doing a lot of wandering around and digging stuff. I've disassembled a whole bunch of those jungle, those little gold rooms with the chests and everything. I've got 23 ivy chests now, so that's pretty good. But all in all, I have been mostly working on those little shafts that go down into the jungle. As a matter of fact, I have almost an entire chest of nothing but mud blocks, which is good because I need mud to make an artificial jungle biome and an artificial surface mushroom biome. So it's a win-win either way. I have been quite busy. You can see I've got 11 and a quarter platinum now, so I can pretty much buy anything I want. I have managed to get the mythical on my demon scythe. That's awesome. Lots of extra killing power there. But what I'm going to do today is work on the other structures that I want to have around the base here. And I was originally going to be putting, I guess, turning these rooms for the NPCs into their shops, and then having their actual rooms back behind it. But then I realized that since the chests now hold more stuff, and generally the stack sizes are bigger, what I can do instead is just keep the apartments here as their homes, maybe spruce them up a little bit, and I will just start building the other structures right alongside, probably with access down here at the bottom, and maybe maybe some sort of access here up at the top. I am contemplating doing some more stuff up here because, well, it does go almost into space with the jumping that I've got. Well, that's not my sword. But basically, I am going to see what I need to complete everything. I know I've got plenty of the gold brick and gold brick wall to build the gold room, so that's not going to be an issue. But all the other materials, you can see I've got 72 lead bars here. Well, that's not really all that much. I can make fence and the anvil, weapons, the armor, and those are just regular things there. The door, but what I would really like is, I thought you could make bricks out of these things. I'm going to have to look that up. Let's see here. No bricks. If I stand here, no. No bricks. Weird. But what I'm going to do is basically make a demo room of all the different types of building materials. So here's one room that's going to be all pumpkin. Here's one room that's going to be all lead. One room that's going to be all mahogany. That sort of thing. So I have a representation of everything so I can try to collect all of the stuff, do all the things. But that's part of my objective today. Maybe try to do a couple more boss fights. I am planning on doing some more orb smashing. There is one thing that I need to get a special device in order to build with, and where is it? This these crimstone blocks. If you build with them, apparently it turns it into an artificial crimson, and I really don't think I want that. So apparently there's something called a meat grinder that I can use to turn them into flesh blocks, but I need to look up how to make that. So I'm going to get to the work of starting on the construction of everything, and then I will, once I have the layouts and the ideas for them, I will be back shortly. So talk to you in a bit. Something to note, this arena, this invasion arena thing that I set up here, does an amazing job during the blood moon, which is what it is right now. You can see it over there. I've got one of the water candles on the ground, and I'm holding one in my hand. I didn't bother to make a battle potion, but this is about the most optimum time for getting goodie bags right now. So every time I see a blood moon, I just teleport back to my spawn and just sit here. I don't know how well it'll work for the hard mode blood moon, but as I understand it, the clown's bombs no longer blow up tiles that you have placed. So I don't know if that counts for the dirt that I have here or not, but I guess I'll find out when I get to hard mode during my first blood moon. But this is working really, really well. I like it. But anyway, I'm going to finish off this blood moon, get back to work, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I have decided I'm going to do a little bit of an update on my progress here. That way I don't slam you guys with everything all at once. But there's another reason why I wanted to start recording, but I'll get to that in a minute. Basically, these here are my showcase rooms, showing off the different materials, the woods, the ores, and things like that. I'm going to be doing it for bone and glass and cactus and all the other ores, demonite and all that kind of stuff. But these aren't going to be my house. These are just showcase places. Where I'm going to put my house is all the way at the top of the apartment. Because I just want to have a house separate from everything else. But really quick run through here of what I've got going on. This is wood. Just the plain wood planks, same stuff I used to build the apartment over there. You can make barrels, which act as a chest, hold the same amount. You've got fence and the wooden doors. These chests here. You can make the wood walls and the planked walls and the beams and the swords. Wait, I thought there were more swords and weapons and things. Oh well. There's a bench, the wooden armor here. There's a barrel. There's some of the planked walls and the beams and whatnot. One interesting thing about the platforms is you can use them as ramps if you hold up while running at them, so you just climb them like stairs. Kind of neat. There's a dresser and a bed, bookshelf, piano, your regular table and chair, and then here we've got a bar table, and a bar stool. You can't interact with them, but there they are. Next up is rich mahogany. I think I spelled that wrong. Anyway, you can make the the planks, the wall, platforms, bed, dresser, piano, workbench. Oh, there's a workbench for the wood down there. The chair, table, an actual chest, the different weapons. There's some more that wall behind it that you can see there, and the mahogany armor, and the door. Then we've got shade wood, same thing, identically the same thing for what you can build out of it as the rich mahogany, and there's the weapons and whatnot again. Then we move on to the metals. I have a copper building here. That's the copper chandelier, the copper armor, the copper bricks, and the copper brick walls. The weapons, the tools. You've got the staff, which is like that diamond staff that I showed off for the Brain of Cthulhu fight, which didn't really help much anyway. And the copper watch. But also, you can replace the ores themselves, and on top of that, the bars can be placed in stacks, and you can climb on them as if they were platforms or whatever, but you can't run up them like slopes, unfortunately. But that's the copper. Let me up. Nope. Then we've got iron, which you cannot make bricks out of. So I'm just building, I've just built the house here, or the building here, out of just the ore. We've got a lamp post, which is fairly tall, so you are going to need some extra space for that, but it does put off some light. We've got iron doors, which I think that's cool. The armor, the tools and weapons. You can make a bucket. Once again, you can make the ores, or the bars themselves, stack when you place them on the ground. You can't just arbitrarily place them like blocks. You have to put them on a surface and stack them on each other, otherwise they don't stack. And then there's a couple other things that you can make out of just iron. The iron anvil, the bathtub, the toilet, and the trash can. Now the trash can, I thought was supposed to empty out. I accidentally made a set of armor when I forgot I already had armor on the top of the apartment. And I tossed the armor in here, but it hasn't disappeared. Maybe I have to log out and log back in or something like that. But that's the iron showcase room. Let me out. Then we've got the silver, which is pretty much identical to the copper down there. The silver armor set, the tools and weapons, and the staff, and the silver watch, and the chandelier and all that. Then the gold room, which is a little bit more. I got the chandelier, the armor, as per usual, the weapons and tools, the staff, the watch. Then we've got up here a candle, which is just labeled candle, but it does require gold to make. We've got the bars, just like everything else, all the ores. And then lastly, we've got a candlestick, a throne, and here on this mannequin, I've got a gold crown. Now, part of the reason why I wanted to go ahead and record was because of the gold crown, because it is used to do one more thing. And I'm going to hop down there and go take care of it. Actually, shortcut. There's a shortcut. And I guess I'm recording on lower quality right now. Oh well. If you go to a demon altar, or I hope this altar here, yes, you can make the slime crown. It takes 99 of these gel, and also a gold crown, which is 30 gold and a ruby. Pretty expensive, but you get a boss summoner, which is what I'm going to go take care of next. But first I'm going to change the quality of the recording, so I'll be right back. Alright, I have cleared out an area here. Now, I'm not sure if the Slime King has to be summoned at night or not, but just to be on the safe side, that's what I'm going to do. But in order to summon him, I'm going to go ahead and fly way up here. That wasn't a good enough start. Up, and then up, and then up, and then up, and then... Hiya! There he is! He's a pretty big dude. But I'm going to... Huh, that didn't quite work out. Ooh, I got a goodie bag. Neat. Come back. Now, he does hit pretty hard. But that's alright. Because so do I. However, this is not working too well for me. Ow. I got half a minute left on that. Wait, I have a bow. Hop in front of me. Haha! That works. Uh-oh. Whoops. He's not a hard fight, he just hits really hard. There we go. Alright. That took care of him. What'd I get? I got a goodie bag. Let's see what I got out of that. Ah, the unicorn outfit. But I did get the ninja hood. So that's one piece towards the set. There are 3 pieces. So I'm going to probably try to kill him a few more times. And I think you get a Slime King trophy, if I'm not mistaken. So that is one of my other goals there. I'm probably going to be going through a lot of gold in fighting him. Hey, I can just talk to the nurse. Hello, nurse. I don't get to talk to you that often. Go up here and toss this in here like that. Yeah, I have 2 bee hats and 2 bee pants, but no, excuse me, no chest piece. So I'm going to have to manually spawn that in, unfortunately. I am going to go ahead and sell this unicorn outfit. I am keeping backups of my Halloween garb that I'm finding, and also I have a friend who sometimes plays Terraria, and I figured I'd set aside some of the ones that he was looking at, the space creature, which is Alien the Creeper, the Grim Reaper, and for some reason he likes cat ears, so there's that. But I have a backup set of all of them going. I think I'm missing, let's see here, 2 sets? Yeah, another set of cat ears and something else. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I'd have to go look down at the museum. But I'm going to get back to working on finishing this stuff up over here, the showcase rooms, and then I'm going to put the statue and trophy and banner museums and all that over on the right. And I do still also have to make the dungeon room. Let's see here, there's more than one type. There's the Gothic, and then there's the blue dungeon. There's also a pink dungeon and a green dungeon. I'm going to have to get those on other maps, I think. But I'm also going to be putting up an art gallery. I had tossed around the idea of putting the paintings in the buildings for uh, the themed rooms, but then I decided that it's probably going to be a little bit simpler for me to just make an all-encompassing art gallery and place the things where they need to go, like by floor, one at a time. Also, I've got the underworld stuff that I need to set up as well. So there's a few things I need to finish off, but I will get them done. But I'm going to go ahead and see what I need to work on next and possibly wrap up the episode, so I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, I went and looked at the recording files, and yes, it is most certainly time for me to go ahead and wrap things up for this one. So it looks like next episode's going to be me finishing up the showcase buildings off to the left here, then the museum's off to the right, and then probably a little bit more finishing up of some last minute stuff before I fight the Wall of Flesh, and probably it's going to be Wall of Flesh on episode 20, maybe 19, but I'm going to shoot for 20, that way it's a nice round number. Give me one more episode to wrap things up with all the pre-hard mode stuff, because I want to make sure I've got all of my ducks in a row before I switch it over to that, because it is tough. I seem to remember the transition from regular to hard mode being a pain. So I'm going to get everything straightened out, and then either episode 19, so 2 episodes from now, or episode 20, 3 episodes from now, will be Wall of Flesh, and then the beginning of hard mode. I am looking forward to it, but I'm not. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I will do my best to respond. If you like this episode and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to leave a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my next stuff comes out. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. So thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.